So what would have happened if you'd fought Ken Shamrock when you both were in your prime?
Yeah, Ken Shamrock, I wish I would have got that opportunity. Man, everybody, it's old school, but everybody says, did you ever fight Ken Shamrock? I'm like, no, but damn, I wish I did, because it would have been big. And on top of it, of course I think I would have beat Ken Shamrock's ass. You know, I don't go into a fight thinking I'm going to lose. Big name, Ken Shamrock, respect. But hey, Ken, I'm the godfather of ground and pound, not you, bro. I would have had to watch out for you. You're pretty sneaky with them submissions, but sorry. Headbutts included, I would have took Ken Shamrock down and I would have pounded the shit out of him in his prime. Please don't take that as a disrespect to you, Ken. That's just what I think would have happened. And unfortunately it didn't. Unfortunately I didn't get to fight Tank Abbott. I would have loved that, because I would have ground and pounded the shit out of that monster. Don't get hit by his right hand. But so I lose 2 fights in a row, and man, I'm desperate for answers, because not answers. I'm on a slide. I went to the top. I'm heading down fast. I'm training in San Clemente for Pedro Hizo, and Shamrock is in San Diego, and my manager knew him, this and that, and Shamrock said, hey, you can come up. If Coleman wants to come up, I'll help him. I'll help Coleman prepare for Pedro Hizo. But I fully think he, everybody knew that I was a little feisty. Everybody knew he was a little feisty. So I'm in the trainer's room, and I'm pretty humbled by this point. 2 losses in a row is very humbling. I'm in the locker room getting ready for practice at the Lions Den for the first time. And Ken Shamrock turns a corner and says, I don't know this. He says, hey, Coleman. I said, yeah. He goes, look, he goes, I'll train you for this. I'll get you ready to fight Pedro Hizo. He goes, but we're going to do things my way. And he fully expected me, which normally I might, but I just looked up and I had my Hickson Gracie face on. And I said, okay, Ken. I said, let me just finish putting my shoes on, and I'll be out to practice, and show me what to do. And he was stymied by the answer, because he was ready for an altercation, and Hammer goes back to San Clemente. But I just looked up and said, okay. I said, I'll be out in a minute. And then after I stymied him with that, and he said, well, okay. Then he went in, he he calmed down a little bit. He thought he was he didn't think it was going to be. So I ended up training at the Lions Den for a day and a half. That day, we stayed in a $20 a night hotel, roach infested, nasty ass hotel. Me and Brandon Lee Hinkle and Nick Nutter, both fighters, both great fighters. And we're squeezed in this little hotel room. They don't have fights coming up. I got a fight coming up. They're just there to help me. And man, it was we left a pretty San Clemente nice environment. We had a 3-bedroom apartment that was being rented out, hot tub, and this and that, and now we're in a $20 a night hotel at the Lions Den, and we went to practice, and basically Ken Ken Shamrock tried to show me how to ground and pound. I said, well, you know, what the fuck? I can do this back in San Clemente. So anyways, my two guys that I was with that were not on vacation, but they didn't have a fight coming up. So they're out in California and it's being taken care of. Yeah, they looked at me like the second day and said, you know, you think maybe we can just head back to San Clemente? I said, let's go. and they were so fired up. And we didn't, you know, no disrespect, Ken, but it was a much comfortable situation in San Clemente. And I already knew how to ground and pound. And the story goes, Ken Shamrock did corner me against Painter Hizzle. I mean, I don't know what do you mean by corner me. He was in my corner, but was I listening to Ken Shamrock? No. Fuck no. Hell no. I listened to some guys, but you gotta pick and choose. You know, Gable, Dan Gable, that name comes to mind. Pat Miltich, Ray Seffel, you know, some guys. But Ken Shamrock, no,